Once again, good morning to each and everyone. Join the class. So I will share the screen. Okay. Today we are going to discuss a new topic called a leg angle. Okay. So leg angle only we are going to discuss in this class. Okay. Already I have mentioned we have discussed enough on design of tension member. Okay. Initial part of the unit number 3, we have discussed about how to calculate the net effective area. Am I right? How to calculate the net effective area we have discussed enough, as well as second part of the session, right? We have calculated type 1 problem. Okay, if any connection is given, then you are asked, okay, to calculate how much strength the particular connection can get. Okay, by based on 3 important failure criteria. One is yielding capacity, rupture capacity, as well as block shear capacity. Am I right? And second, type 2 problem, some load will be given. Based on the load, you are asked to design the member in order to carry uh, the design load. Am I right? So for that, what we have to do, we have to calculate the required gross area based on the load. Based on the gross area, we will select some angle section. Then that problem, type 2 problem, will be as similar to the type 1 problem. Then we will do the 3 important failure criteria. One is yielding capacity, rupture capacity, and block shear capacity. 3 things we have to do. If checks are okay or greater than the design load, we can say that our design is safe. If yielding capacity, rupture, or block shear, if any criteria it is less than the design load, then we can say we have to redesign the member, unless we have to select the higher section. Suppose you are selected IS 75 by 8. Next, you have to select as a ISA 75 by 75 by 10. Next section. Okay. So which section satisfies the criteria? Okay. Design criteria, that is the yielding capacity, rupture capacity, as well as block shear capacity. It must be greater than the design load, right? Up to that, we have to redesign. Okay, redesign the member. If it is coming safe greater than the design load, then we can say that the design is okay. The given member can be adopted. We can give suggestion for that. Okay. So this is a design procedure we have learned in the previous classes. Am I right? Okay. So last class also we have discussed on these things. Okay. Right. So please make a note of this. This leg angle. There's enough leg angle, right? So this is the last portion of your unit number 3. Okay, this class as well as next class we are planning to discuss on this leg angle, and your entire third unit will be completed, and we shall move on to the fourth unit, design of compression member, probably from Monday onwards. Monday onwards we shall move on to the design of compression members. Am I right? So now we will start our discussion. So let us quickly recap. So already I have recapped in general. So last class this problem we have discussed. So bridge does diagonal, remember. So first of all, given data we have written, right? Then we have started to calculate the net effective areas. Based on the net effective area, we have assigned some, we have calculated the gross area. Based on the gross area, we selected some member. Then the problem has changed into the and number of bolt also we have calculated based on the shear capacity and bearing capacity of the bolt. Alright. So number of bolt based on the one bolt 89.3 kilonewton carries. In order to carry 300 kilonewton, we need 4 number of bolt. Okay. And we have calculated yielding capacity comes greater than the design load of 300 kilonewton, and rupture capacity we have calculated, and that also came as greater than how much load is. Rupture capacity is also coming as greater than 300 kilonewton. Am I right? Where it is written? So it is written here. Rupture capacity 321.792. That is also greater than design load. Am I right? Finally, we have calculated block shear also. Okay, block shear also we have calculated. So some of the notation seems to be difficult, but many times we have discussed. Okay, please keep on practice and you understand how to calculate this kind of areas, net areas, right? I hope you are clear about this kind of calculations, AVG, AVN, ATG, and ATN, and various area calculations, right? And the least value will be 313.15. That is also greater than 300. Finally, this part is not available in the book as well as we did that. Okay, what is that? Check for slenderness ratio, lambda. Slenderness ratio, so effective length divided by least radius of gyration. In order to normally it is represented or called like this. Okay, what is that? Effective length, effective length divided by least radius of gyration. Least radius of gyration. So this is a normal formula for slenderness ratio lambda. Okay. So radius of gyration we have taken from the steel table, and the least value is 21.8 that we have substituted. Okay, that we have substituted, and finally we calculated as slenderness ratio. Slender means length. Okay, length aspect. If your flat is there, then slenderness ratio is high. Only one flat is there, that possibility of bending ability is high. If angle section, you cannot bend easily. Okay, that's what up to 3 meter slenderness ratio is coming only 137.6. It is less than 400 slenderness ratio. It is not in mm. Okay, it's not mm. It is a ratio. Okay, so what you have to do? Okay, so 137.61 is less than 400. Then we can say that it's okay. Okay, so this is a problem we have discussed in the last class. This is the entire problem discussed about the design of tension member, the entire procedure. Please, you learn the procedure. It's very important how to do any problem. Okay, so not only this problem, you need not to memorize anything. Okay, you should not memorize. You have to understand what we are discussing in the class. You have to understand. So please get rid of the habit of memorizing anything. Okay, please understand how to do the problem. Then you can do easily the problems, right? The given problems. Now, the last concept is called leg angle. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about leg angle. Okay. What is the meaning of leg angle? The illustrative example, the picture clearly explains what is the meaning of leg angle. Leg angle means what? So additional angle. Okay, leg angle is what? Additional. Okay, leg angle, it is represented here, that is called as additional angle. Additional angle is provided on the joints. additional angle. This is a gusset plate, right? This is a gusset plate. Okay. This is a gusset plate written as this is a gusset plate. So any additional connection can be made in the gusset plate and angles, right? So leg angle means what? Additional angle is provided on the joints in the case of reduce the gusset plate length. Gusset plate length. Okay. There's a simple definition for leg angle. Why we have to leg angle mean additional angle. Okay. So leg angle means you have to remember that is additional angle. 1 minute, please wait. Example possible, sir. So what you are asking 131? Example possible. For example, you are asking for exam or example. So please unmute and talk if anything. You have clear images. Okay. So you want to clear images. So this is a image illustrated for leg angle. Okay. So this is a member, tension member. This is a tension member. So additional angle is provided on the joints, on the gusset plate joints, in order to reduce the gusset plate thickness. Or suppose the number of bolt is very high. In order to 6 bolt, suppose the load is high, suppose in order to you have to provide 10 bolts. So 10 bolts you cannot accommodate on this limited gusset plate length. Okay, unless the gusset plate also will become very length. Okay, in that case we are providing the leg angle in case of providing the additional bolts. Okay, in order to accommodate the additional bolts, the angle is provided along the joints. That angle is called as a leg angle. Okay, so better example is here. Okay, here this side also. So it provides. Yes. Here also a better example is the isometric view. It shows what is the meaning of leg angle. Okay. In order to accommodate many number of bolts, in order to accommodate many number of bolts on the joints. Suppose you are designed it, 10 number of bolts is needed. 10 number of bolts cannot be accommodated with the pitch distance of the gusset plate limitations. At that time, you have to provide additional angle in order to accommodate the additional bolts. Okay, that is a simple definition of leg angle. Okay, now we will move on to the problem. So if you have any doubts, okay, that you can be clarified with the while you are working on the problem, right? So please make a note of this problem, everyone. Everyone, please make a note of this problem. Okay, so I will read the problem for you. A diagonal member of a root truss, okay, diagonal member of a root truss carries a maximum pull of 300 kN. Here also it is coming as a maximum pull. So maximum design load will be 300 kN. Okay. So design the section and its connection with the 16 mm thick gusset plate. So they are given as a gusset plate thickness is 16 mm. The length of the connection is limited to 340 mm. Okay. Here the length of the connection they are mentioning as limited to only 340 mm. Yes. Sometimes it is 340 mm, right? That means the gusset plate only you can provide 340 mm. You cannot provide beyond that. The length of connection is limited to only 340 mm. So design lug angle. Lug angle also if required. If required, in order to carry 300 kN, if you want to provide leg angle also, you have to design the leg angle. Okay, the steel of grade Fe410 and the bolts of grade 4.6 are to be used. Now, what is the procedure need to be followed? How to do the design? First of all, we shall write the given data. Okay, so please write given data. So we have to clearly write the given data, then only you can proceed with the problem easily, unless you find difficult while you need some data, right? So design load. Okay, that design load. So I will write what are the given data is 300 kN. Is it factored or not? So please understand, if it is not factored, you have to do the factorization. Okay. So now I will write here factored design load. Factored design load. So that is 1.5 times of 300. So that is equal to 450 kN. Okay. So the data is very near. Okay. So that you write here itself. Okay. So if design load is given, we can able to write the factor design load. Okay. The relevant data. Okay. If bold diameter is given, we can write the bold hole like that. The relevant data immediately you write. The thickness of the gusset plate is given. Okay. Thickness of the gusset plate. Thickness of the gusset plate is equal to what is that? 16 mm. Am I right? And the thickness of the gusset plate is limited to, length of the connection is limited to, length of connection limited. So this is very important data, limited to 340 mm. Okay. So any other data is given, and bolt hole is given, bolt diameter, no, it is not given, and the grade of bolt is given. So grade of steel is given as Fe410. So I will write the grade of steel. Grade of steel is equal to Fe410. Okay, Fe410. If grade of steel is given, immediately I can write Fu value is equal to 410 Newton per mm square, and Fy value is equal to Fy value, anyone? What is the Fy value? Fy value will become 250 Newton per mm square. I hope everyone knows this data. Okay. For grade of bolt, for grade of bolt 4.6. Okay. Then FUB value, I know that is 400 Newton per mm square. If grade of bolt is given 8.8, you have to write 800. FUB value will become 800 Newton per mm square. I think the bolt diameter is not given. The bolt diameter is not given, right? So let us assume bolt diameter later, right? But the grade of bolt is only it is given, right? Now, now what is the procedure need to be followed in order to do this? So you need the overall perspective before start any problem. You must know the overall perspective, how to do this problem, how to calculate, what is the procedure need to be followed, that and all you must come to your mind, the overall perspective, then only you can do the problem. Okay, here also we shall quickly we shall discuss what is the procedure, what are all the procedures need to be followed, or overall perspective need to be adopted in order to proceed this problem. Okay, so first of all, what need to be done, anyone? First of all, the overall general perspective I will write it here, then in depth calculations you will understand better. Okay, first of all, design load is given. Okay, design load is given and gross area we don't know. That means calculation of gross area, calculation of gross area based on design load. Based on the design load, we have to calculate the gross area required. Unless the gross area, you can write a gross area required. Yes, gross area required. Right. So next one, after calculation of gross area required, then select some section. Select the section based on calculated required gross area. This is a required gross area. This is a fundamental in the design. Okay, if you are designing the tension member, or if you designing the compression member, or any design. Okay, first of all, how much area is required, that you have to calculate. So based on the required area, you have to select some section. Okay, so that is a fundamental in the design. If you selected on design, then you have to calculate the number of bolt required. Number of bolt required. So number of bolt required need to be calculated. Then you have to check the length of the connection. Check the length of the connection. If the length of the connection is greater than 340 mm, then we have to provide additional leg angle. Provide the additional angle. Okay, additional angle for connection. That angle is called as leg angle. I will write it in the bracket. Okay, then design for leg angle. Okay, then design for leg angle. So what need to be designed? How much load is coming to the, okay, so how to design the member? Calculation of load transfer on leg angle. Okay, so that we shall discuss. How much load is coming to the leg angle? Load transfer. Okay, how much load is transferred to the leg angle, that need to be calculated. Okay, so based on the load, okay, based on the load, gross area calculation. Gross area calculation. Based on the gross area, selection of section. And what is that same procedure? Okay, and a number of bolt calculation. So up to this, you have to do that for design. Okay, the concept is simple. Okay, what is the concept we have to follow? If we want to design anything, we have to calculate how much gross area is required. If I want to design the leg angle, how much load is transferred, based on the load, how much gross area is required, that need to be calculated. So based on the gross area, I will select some section from the steel table greater than the required gross area. Then one bolt strength I know, then I can able to calculate number of bolt. Okay, so this is a procedure we have to follow for design of tension member. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please tell me. Now we shall move on to the calculations. Design procedure gave an overall perspective, overall outline how to do the problems. Okay, if you have any doubts, students? you have any doubts, please mention it now. Okay, now so we shall come for calculation. Step number design of tension member. Okay, I will put a heading design of tension member. I will put a heading for how much calculation of gross area. Step number 1. Okay. So whatever the step you want to write it here. Okay. Calculation of gross area. So anybody can say that how to calculate the gross area based on what? Based on what? Anybody? Based on what? So normally we will do it based on yielding capacity. So it is a lengthy problem. This time is running. Okay. So normal procedure as like a previous problem, you shall calculate it based on yielding capacity. Okay. Based on yielding. Anybody can tell me the formula? So what is the yielding capacity formula? TDG is equal to what is that? AGFY gamma m naught, right? Gamma m naught. So we know the TDG value how much factored. Now AG we have to calculate. AG is equal to factor load. How much factor load we have calculated? 450 into 10 raised to 3 into gamma m naught value 1.1 divided by 250. Okay, please tell me the answer. So this is the gross area. Please calculate and tell me how much is the gross area. 1980 mm square. Okay, let me calculate for net area based on the 1980. Very good, 1980. Okay, so net area based on what? Rupture capacity. Okay, rupture capacity. How to calculate? Please calculate and tell me. It is given as TDN is equal to 0.9 AN FU divided by gamma m1. Gamma m, right? Now we have to calculate AN. AN is equal to TDN how much? 450 into 10 raised to 3 into 1.25. Gamma m1 how much? Already we know that is 1.25 divided by FU 410. So now you tell me, calculate and tell me AN. How much? 1371. 1371.95 mm square. Already we have mentioned this is area, net area, right? Then we have to calculate the gross area. Okay, rupture capacity gross area. Okay, rupture capacity gross area is equal to 1.25. 25 times I am adding. Okay, multiply 1371.9 mm square. Okay, then we have to check which is maximum. So based on that maximum value, we have to select one section. Okay. Based on the maximum value, we have to select one section. So how much?
1714.93, sir.
1714.93. That much only? 1714.93 mm square. Okay. It's correct only.
The maximum value is 198.
Mm square. Okay. Maximum value will become 1980. The maximum value, maximum AG, gross area is equal to 1980 mm square. Okay. So now we shall select one section. So 1980 based on you select to suggest any section. 1980. So here the 0.9 nobody is not telling. Here 0.9 is the right. So that's what I am looking. Any mistake is there. So please do it carefully. Okay, here 0.9 is the right. That must be divided by 0.9. How much? Now you tell me. What is the answer here? What is the answer?
1524.338, sir.
1524.39. Okay, mm square. Now multiply by 1.25. Okay, so that we got to write 1524.39. Okay, multiply with the 1.25. How much value?
1905.48.
Yes. 1905. 1905 point. How much? 487, right? So here, please understand, even though the maximum gross sectional area is coming 1980, right? So you select one section. So please take your steel table and you come for the area, sectional area which is greater than 1980. 1980. So it is the book is suggesting that 150 by 75 by 10. So please check that is coming 1742. 2156. Okay, so that area it is selected. So before that it is the area is 1742. Okay, so shall we take the same section? Select the second step. Step number 2, selection of section. Okay, so that is very important. So that number only we are adopting in order to carry 450 kilonewton. Selection of section. Okay. So how to select the section? Okay, based on the gross section area 1980, select. I am going to select this angle. Please check your steel table. This is most appropriate. So ISA 150 by 75. 150 cross 75. So you can select any section. Okay, cross 8 mm. Okay, 10 mm angle section. Sometimes it is not right. Okay. So here you have to take 10. Okay, please write it 10. Nice. Okay. So 10 mm. Okay. So select this angle section. Select ISA 150 75 by 10. No issues, but it is not, sometimes it is not writing. My writing tablet is not writing. So that's what somewhat I'm stopped somewhere else. Okay, leave it. Writing pad issues. Yes, 10 mm angle section. Okay, so you have to select this section. Okay, so it is less than 1 minute. So I request everyone. So nearly 46 students are there. Please rejoin immediately. Right. So we will move on further. So we have selected the section. Am I right? Then how much area of the cross section? Provided area of the cross section. Provided AG. Provided AG how much? Anyone can tell me? So ISA 150 by 75 by 10. So provided area is 2156. Provided area is 2156. 2156 mm square.